everyone, it's me, Catherine, and I'm back here for another video. I'm going to show you all the tricks that Daisy knows, but first I'm going to show you a few things you're going to need for dog training with your own dog. So first of all, some dogs are treat motivated, so you'll have to have treats. These are the blues bits. They're mostly soft, moist training treats, and they have very tender beef flavor. And my favorite treats are the Blues Wilderness Bites, which they come in salmon flavor. But I also have Authority dog treats that are bacon flavored. So it really doesn't matter. And you'll need to have some water for your dogs because they might get thirsty. And so you have to have a water bowl for the dog. You have to have a water bowl, and if you're out and about, you might want some poop bags. But then I'm right now inside the shed. But when you're out and about, you're usually going to have a leash. This is Storm's leash, and then you also usually some dogs you train with choke chains. Like since I do 4-H, we have to use choke chains when we're doing some training. But then also you might need sometimes, depending on what work you're doing for your dog, sometimes you might need a showmanship lead. So this is a showmanship lead, and you use it for anything that has to do with showmanship. And then some dogs, you just praise them to tell them that they're a good girl or boy. So sometimes it's just good to tell your dog you're just a good girl or good boy if you have a boy. And then some dogs are toys, like Storm. So if she did a good job, I could throw the tennis ball for her. And I thought real quick I might show you how a choke chain is supposed to go on your dog. So here's how you set it up, because some people kind of get confused. So it comes like this. So the choke chain comes like this, and what you do is you have to thread the chain through the hole like that. See? So it's like this. You just put the chain through the hole, and then so sometimes to tell if your choke chain's on the right way, you can test it on yourself. It's like this, and you see how it's releasing. But then if I try it the other way, then see how it doesn't release? This is the wrong way because it won't release around your dog. It has to be like this where it releases. And one way that I've learned to tell if so Daisy, come here. She's roaming around. So here's Daisy. So I'll put it so it goes on this way. And something I use to tell how the choke chains are right. So you see this little loop here. The chain is on at the bottom of it, and so that's how I know it's on the right way, and it will release. Because the wrong way, the chain's on the top is the wrong way. The chain's on the top. See, not the bottom. This is how you want your choke chain to look, with the chain on the bottom. And so and then you'll just cut, and then you'll only connect this loop to the leash. So so you'll connect this loop to the leash. But when I'm not using them, usually I just connect both leashes through to store it, so the chain doesn't come undone. And then here's how you're supposed to have a showmanship lead on. So with this showmanship lead, it has like a little muzzle thing. I'll show you on Daisy that you can. Daisy, if she'll cooperate, it goes on like this. So if you need to, you can use it as a muzzle like this. Poor thing, she don't like it. But I'm just using it as an example. But how you regularly use the showmanship leash is you have it like this. So it goes under their ears and whole head, and you gotta make it. You tighten it so you can hold their head up high for showmanship. And I'll be giving you a bunch of different tips and tricks when it comes to stuff that I do at 4-H. And so I have my treats for Daisy right in my pocket. So let's get started, and I'll show you all her tricks. So the first one I taught her, which is also probably the most easiest, is to make you sit. So there's her sit. And when you teach your dog to sit, I always use this for my hand signal. You can teach them by using hand signal, especially if they're deaf, but you have to use hand signals. But if they're blind, you can use only vocal, or if they are normal like Daisy, you can I just use both. I let Daisy sit, or I just tell her. Sometimes I use my hands. It depends on very simple. And we'll do the next one. Lay down. Down. Good girl. Now, I did not tell you to roll over, you goose. Well, she just proved to you she can roll over. I wasn't trying to make her do that yet. That's right. No, really, lay down, down. Daisy, down. Quit. Down. Down. There you go. Okay. Okay, stop her from rolling over. You okay? Cough? Okay. And then she, bless you. So she also knows what I call touch. So I'm gonna walk this way, stay. She knows how to stay. So I'm gonna tell her to touch, and I'm gonna hold my hand out, and she has to come touch my hand for her nose. Daisy, touch. Good girl. Good job. So that's touch, and then next I'll show you her shake. Sit. Good girl. All right, now I'm gonna show you how she shakes. Shake. Good girl. Up, up. Good girl. Up, up. Good girl. Up, up. Good girl. So she knows how to shake, and then she knows how to switch paws. Good girl. And you see, I'm not giving her a treat after everyone because I only have a few treats, and because that's why I don't want to give her too many treats, or she's gonna get fat. And now I'll show her high five. And you might think shake and high five are the same thing. Well, one of them, they have to lift their paw up. So one, they just put their paw out. So now I'll show Daisy high five. High five. Good girl. Up, up. Good girl. Up, up. Good girl. See, I'm holding my hand like this because if I held it like this, she has to put her paw on top of mine. When I go like this, she knows she has to lift it up and stuff because it helps because it's different. Okay, now I'm gonna ask her to actually roll over. She was doing it earlier and no, Daisy, sit. Right now she smells like another dog on me, so that's why she's trying to sniff me, but okay. Lay down, down, down. Good girl, roll over. Oh, good girl. Oh, good girl. Good job, okay. Now I'm gonna show you how she spins left and spins right. So here's her spinning left. Daisy, come. Lee, Lee. Good girl. Now I'm going to show her spinning to the right. It may look like I'm doing the opposite, but so she's spinning left. Because see, this is my left side, this is my right. So she's spinning left and then spinning right. So now I'll show her doing right. Okay, ready? Daisy, twist, twist. Good girl, good girl. Now I'll show her I'll show her walking. She can walk on 2 feet. Okay, ready? Come on, up, up, up. Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. Good job. Good job. Good girl. Okay. Now I don't know if she'll do it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to have her conga. I know this might sound a little surprising, but I've taught her to go. Come on. Right, Daisy, conga. Come on. I don't know if she'll do it. She don't always like to do it. Come on. Conga, come on. Come on, Daisy, conga. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Good job. Good girl, see that? It took a while for her to learn that, which practice makes perfect, so that's what I've been doing. Now I will show you guys a recall. I'll show you a normal recall and a non-normal. Come on, Daisy. Sit. Here's a normal recall. Stay. Daisy, come on. Come on, all the way, come on. Sit. Good girl. Okay, come on. Round. Sit. Good girl. Now, sometimes with a recall, you have them, it depends on the recall. Usually when the dogs are first learning to do the recall, you can step backwards to help them know to come back, and then you step forwards with them. And I know I'm doing all these tricks off leash, but when you first are teaching them to your dog, well, specifically the recall and that kind, the sit and lay down, you can do off leash. But some of the ones that require them to come to you and stuff, it's best to practice them on leash first. When I was first teaching Daisy, I'd have the leash in my hand and I'd rock backwards, and then switch hands, and I'd rock forwards to help her know she had to come forward. And that has helped her to master it. Okay, now I'll show you a recall, but she has to stop in the middle. Stay. was first trying to teach her to stop in the middle, she would not stop. Like she'd just keep on going. So it takes practice, but eventually she learned she had to stop. And sometimes she still doesn't stop, but half the time she does, okay? Now I'm gonna show you, she can do what's called heeling when they walk right beside you. She can do that off leash. Not all dogs can. Like Storm, she still doesn't know how to yet, but I'm trying to teach her. Okay, Izzy, heel. Come on, let's go. Good girl. You can do what's called left turns. Left, left, left. Good girl. Come on. You can do a right turn. Good girl. Then when I stop, she knows. When I stop, she knows she's supposed to sit. Because in 4-H, every time you stop, your dog is supposed to sit right after you stop. So, and then let me show you a stay, like a stay, a sit stay, or a down stay, but I have to come back to her. So in 4-H, when you have them stay, you'll stay, and I leave, and then in 4-H, you're supposed to stay for 1 minute. So then after 1 minute would pass, the judge would say return to your dog. So then I would walk back to Daisy, and then I would walk around the backside, back into the heel position. Good job. Okay, and now I'm going to show it down. Lay down. Don't fall over. Come on. Okay, stay. Now 4-H, down stay, we show you 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes would pass, the judge would say, return to your dog. And so then I would walk back, stay. And the same thing as before. I would go all the way around. Good girl. Good job. Oh, gee. Good girl. Okay. So that's the gist of all the different tricks Daisy knows. And I hope you enjoyed. And so we'll see you guys next time. Bye.